pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Mrs. Armisack, can we have a roll call, please?
Ahern. Here. Blazevich. Donahue.
Here.
Engler. Here. Gaddis. Here. Kopay. Here. Uhas. DeCenzo.
Here.
Squires.
Here. Item number 2, presentations. Dr. Solomon.
Thank you, Mr. President. We just had one presentation this evening. Congratulations to Mr. Tony DeCenzo and Mr. McDonough for being recognized by the Pennsylvania School Boards Association for achieving 10 years of service on our local school board. The honor roll of school board service is the association's way of saying thank you to those individuals who exemplify leadership and statesmanship, giving unselfishly of their time and talents for the future of our public schools, and putting something back into their local communities through the guidance of the education of youth. And I do have 2 certificates that I'll give.
Personally, I'd like to congratulate Tony on achieving this 10-year reward in 10 years, while mine took 44 years. So I think he has a better track.
Congratulations to you both. Item 3, addendum, regular meeting. There are none for this evening. Item 4, hearing of the citizens. We have no requests this evening. No information items. That brings us to item 6, Board Secretary's report. Mrs. Armisack.
Thank you, Mr. President. This evening we have 3 items: executive sessions, approval of minutes both from August, and election of PSBA officers.
Thank you, Mrs. Armisack. Any discussion on any of those things before we move? Item 7, Director of Finance and Operations.
Thank you, Mr. President. Under Finance, letter A, we have a transfer of $20,000 to the athletic fund. We do that at the start of each season. That's a ratification that has already occurred. Number 2 are July and August real estate tax refunds for the previous 4 years for our property owners, $93,000. Number 3, to settle a tax appeal docketed at this BV 242932. For those that will probably ask at some point, that is the Hampton Inn on Lebanon Church Road at those values for 2024, 2025, and 2026. Under B, purchasing and contracting, we're asking for the retention of Anthony Barna to do a full appraisal report on these 2 parcels. This is Monview Heights. The total cost of that will be $7,500. Number 2, I believe this will be discussed during committee, but the Millennium Access Control System. This is the proximity cards that we use to gain access to our schools. So district-wide, the cost of this new system is $55,000. Number 3, we have English language learner lessons through BrainPop. It cost us a little over $4,000. We have 175 Study Island ELA library licenses. This is in addition to the 275 that we purchased earlier this summer. That cost is roughly $850. Number 5 is our Huddle video services that we get through Agile Sports Technology. This is a 3-year subscription Each year will be at $14,300, and that is for all of our sports. Numbers 6 and 7 are MOUs. Number 6 is with Vision to Learn to provide vision services for students that we identify as perhaps having uncorrected vision issues. That's at no cost to the district. Number 7 is to have an immunization clinic for student, staff, and or families through Pathways Wellness, and that is at no cost to the district as well. Any questions on
I have
A
a
or B?
question.
Yes.
For the vision, is that gonna be, they'll check all kids or just
No.
kids?
Kids that have been identified.
By parent slips.
Okay.
There'll be a notice that goes on,
Okay.
if you want a child check, they'll check and check.
And I have a question, number 2 on item A, the 93,000 for the 22, 23, 24, 25. I was trying to do a little research, that's Tech 1, if I read that correctly. And were they the owners of the property of this Shop and Save, that area up there, the whole? I was looking through the litigation we had seen, and I guess what my question is, was this all pretext to try and get that settled? Because I believe they're selling all that property, or they have
So,
sold.
let me just say, maybe this is something we should discuss in executive session.
Okay, that's fine.
And if it's okay with you.
No, that's fine.
I'll update for you in executive session.
Absolutely, that's not a problem.
Litigation.
I don't want to cause a problem. Okay, thank you.
Item 8, financial reports.
Thank you, Mr. President. We have secretary receipts of a little over $6 million, student activities $206,000, treasurer's report $11,667,000. Then D, we have refunds subtracted from expenditures. We'll see that there's money received from both Menneson and Highland school districts. Smaller amounts for the cafeteria and bigger amounts for contract and medical services. Those are payments for the partial hospitalization program that we have with Adelphi. Then E, collector's report. As presented, I will say that we got more money before August 31st than we typically have. And I appreciate the tax collectors making that effort because they know the state budget hasn't been passed and we're not receiving state budget money. So much appreciation to our tax collectors for trying to get us money as quickly as possible. Then F, online ticket sales. We have a little over $12,600. And that is number 8.
Thank you, Mr. Weir. Item 9, bills payable and purchase orders.
Yes. General fund invoices, 1 through 3, legal service, had previous tax lien type things, and so there's tax liens that are on here again. The tax liens that are on here are for lost appeals or had reassessments occur in 2023 or earlier and have not paid their tax, that differential with their assessments. So that's what those liens are in regard to. Number 4, nickel reporting service, that's for transcription of an expulsion hearing. Then B is all of our bills, P cards, purchase orders, and cash disbursement reports, which are available to you in your folders online.
Thank you, Mr. Weir. Item 10, district operations.
Yes, thank you, Mr. President. As we have 3 items under district operation A, we have our 3 additional handbooks, the attendance handbook, athletic handbook, and transition plan. B, we have now received all booster group information of all the different booster groups and PTAs in the district. And finally, under C, we ask the board to approve the emergency plans per building as presented.
Thank you, Mr. Souls. Any discussion on these items? Moving on to item 11, superintendent's report.
Yes, thank you, Mr. President. Under A, we have student activities as presented. Student fundraising under B as presented. C, buildings or facility use as presented. And D, conferences as presented.
Thank you, Mr. Souls. Item 12, the professional personnel, non-certified, and athletic will be discussed at the voting meeting, which takes us to 15 for president's correspondence. I have none this evening. Executive session discussion. Executive session was held immediately prior to this meeting. We discussed personnel, litigation, and privileged information on student security and safety. Board reports, committees. We'll move to the committee agenda.
Yes, thank you, Mr. President. We'll start with buildings and grounds. Mr. Zinn, do you have anything for the board this evening?
We're just getting an asphalt quote right now, that's all. And that will be for from the oval, middle school oval to the sidewalk, to accommodate wheelchair people that need to get up onto the track for a recess.
The ADA compliant.
Yes.
Anything else with buildings and grounds?
Just maybe want to elaborate on to the upgrade with the Allegheny Safe and Lock, basically that it's the whole district and it'll be an upgrade to all of the door cards and so forth.
Yes, this is all the readers, I believe, right?
As you've seen, we had a quote on the agenda for $55,000 to update our access points software. Right now, we run the Hartman system, which has been in place since 2018, and it has not worked fully functional. But since we had a fire or the incident in the auditorium, all those servers are being replaced by the insurance. So instead of loading a software that is no longer viable, we're making the proposal to go to the Millennium system, which is compatible to all the hardware we have in order to continue to maintain a safe environment for our students.
Stay up to date.
Yes.
It's an upgrade to everything. Thank you.
Anything else?
No, sir, thank you.
Safety and transportation, our RFP for transportation is out. Mr. Ware did conduct a pre-bid meeting today. We had 5 interested companies show up, so we'll see where that goes. We hopefully have a decision by January, hopefully December, no later than January. We're looking into some signage. Apparently, we're missing a school zone sign down here on Commonwealth. We're also going to look at possibly, and Chief Boyle's going to do this for us, look at some of the speed signage out on Homeville, sort of to represent sort of what McKeesport has when you go past McKeesport High School. It's all solar and so forth. And that was actually through a grant through Senator Brewster, so hopefully we can tap into some of those funds to get that.
There's been a heavy police presence on that area, since the beginning of school, so I've noticed,
I was just gonna comment on that.
Yeah.
It's been helpful, but it's
Something
still
to
Humbol's rough.
get more attention and make sure that
It's-
safety
yeah.
is a priority.
Under finance, I know we discussed the restructuring plan last month. We're still working on it, and we're starting to go into our finance phase as to the possibilities of cost, expenses, savings, and so forth. So Mr. Ware, Mr. Porter, myself, probably Mr. Donahoe at some point will be looking through that and trying to crunch some numbers to lay out the financial burden or the financial savings for all the plans and with the different scenarios. Would you like to add to that, Mr. Rose?
No?
Mr. Ware, anything you want to add to that?
No, we just, we did, in case people were wondering, we did an estimate that was talked about through the spring when we were talking about the budget. We want to be, I will stand by the estimate and the numbers that I put out, but we want to look at different proposals other than the one that was considered, and look at the financial implications, and, and try to be detailed and make sure that we're giving the board the best information possible to make a good decision.
Thanks. Athletics and activities, fall intramurals will be getting started. Mr. Mayhall has planned flag football for grades 4, 5, and 6, co-ed. And for the K to 3 is arts and crafts for the fall session. I had a request from the Bettis Basketball League, Bettis Basketball League, to do an MOU again this year. If the board would like, we'll move forward with that. I did also present to them our legacy project or program to where they might want to do naming rights for the gym in lieu of their basketball playing for a discounted price. So we're waiting to hear back from them, but would the committee be okay moving forward with an MOU that's familiar, looks very as much the same as last year's?
Yes.
We've had Pitt, I believe it's Pitt Club Baseball reached out. They would like to utilize our baseball field. They would also like to do an MOU as a partner for I believe the amount is $450. Don't hold that to me. I'm going off top memory. For $450 a session for a game. Sure.
Is that typical, or is that normal?
Well,
Is that what we charge Penn State and everyone else?
Well, Penn State was playing double header, so that was different. This is just a single game.
Yeah, Penn
As long as
State,
it's-
they were doing double headers and they were doing 8th grade, Joe.
They were doing, yes, and they were doing softball.
Okay, as long as it's comparable.
And then you've seen on the agenda our huddle renewal that we need to take care of. I believe it runs out, next week, so we'll be getting that processed.
And that provides the streaming capability, right?
One of the athletic committee is doing their, or the Hall of Fame is doing their induction Saturday this week, right?
And the distinguished honors are also doing theirs on Friday, and they'll be honored the same with the athletics on Saturday. No, they're going to be, they're honoring them tomorrow,
Right.
but then they're also going to be announced at the football games. I didn't say it properly, I apologize. The actual dinner and everything and the awards is on Friday, tomorrow. My apologies.
Okay, under education, the education committee as well as the administration met with the high school administration and guidance staff to discuss moving away from the valedictorian salutatorian model and go to the cum laude style such as colleges do. Dr. Sullivan, would you like to talk a little more about that?
Yes, that was a presentation given by Chad Lick and Jen Shields, and it was basically to mimic which many school districts are doing, and we had a summa cum laude, magna cum laude, with multiple winners. The top ones would still get treated the same if it was to pass. But that presentation was given tonight during the education committee meeting.
Anyone from the committee would like to add anything to that?
I'd just like to say that many school districts are making this move right now. It's not unusual.
Yeah, I've checked with that too. It's becoming more.
Mr. Ruffing from the high school contacted numerous, and I'm sure he would give us that data, but he had, who all's made the change in our general area.
Yep, I believe Mr. Solomon had numbers, Dr. Solomon, did you have numbers, like for this past year, had we been on that system, the numbers instead of the valedictorian or the 3 salutatorians we had, we would have had a number of, I think it was like 11, 12, it would have been in the
Yes,
Milwaukee.
yes, you're correct.
And the other thing it would not affect this year's graduating class, it would be in the future.
Yes.
Yeah, this would be effective for class of 2029.
Right.
Yeah, so the kids going into the high school would know, right, incoming kind. So they would go ahead of
prior to any scheduling.
Right.
Good.
You don't want to change it in the middle of their high school.
Committee, if they'd like to move forward to put this on the agenda as a motion for approval.
Yes.
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 Second, steam timber. We're sort of trying to get it there every month, especially for the younger kids. But instead of September, we're doing steam timber. And we're working with Jessica Fry, our steam teacher at the elementary, as well as the middle school, Ms. Hillenberg and so forth, to put together a program, first through fifth, Doc?
Yes.
First, fifth, where they're actually going to utilize the outdoor steam room, the esports arena, maker space, as well, and then also see a drone flight in Mr. Frisco's lab. So we look forward to doing that. We're going to bring them over 2 classes at a time and so forth over about a week and a half. So we're really looking forward to doing that with the elementary, as well as down here, Dr. Minford and Mrs. Hillingsburg is getting activities ready such as robot, they were obstacle courses for robots, and also Mr. Krajak is going to use the drones, as well as the 4th and 5th grade. There'll be a STEM presentation for the entire class on certain topics. So we're looking forward to that. So the theme of this month is steam timber at the West Mifflin Area School District.
I've seen a nice spotlight on some of the activities happening in the science classes, even at the high school. They have a non-Newtonian fluids and fun activities happening for the kids, so it's good to see that stuff kind of get more attention too.
And actually, the Consortium of Public Education wanted to come on as a partner as well and start spearheading some of this. So that's nice to see we're starting to partner with some of the educational facilities. And lastly, the 2 MOUs we sort of discussed as we go through the agenda. The Vision to Learn, very next program, no cost to the district, no cost to the families, as well as the immunization clinic, again, no cost to the families as well. Anything else for the education?
Do we have somebody who checks all kid vision still, or is this just going to be if a parent requests it, or if somebody has identified them?
I believe by law, we still have to do the code, that we have to do certain grade levels.
Okay, that's what I thought. I wasn't
This
sure.
would be anybody who would like to get their eyes checked.
Okay, you had mentioned if they qualify, that would include glasses for them.
They will buy test you if you need glasses, they will provide you glasses at no cost. Finally, on the policy, we have 7 policies as listed for the first reading.
Any questions on any of these policies? We kind of looked at them at a prior either meeting or sent out via email a while ago for us to review, and these are sort of outstanding provisions.
I didn't see it. I didn't see any problems.
You answered all my questions in a previous meeting.
But that concludes the committee reports, Mr. President.
Thank you, Mr. Solis. Still, Senator?
I have nothing from that. I'll have a very, very brief report next week since they just started classes last week, so.
Item 18, Solicitor's Report.
Mr. President.
19, old business. 20, new business. 21, do I have a motion to adjourn?
Motion.
Motion by Mrs. Ager,
Second.
second by Engler.